lot when I see you. Yesterday I saw you at the Zoom, so I like to see you. Okay, now let's start. Let's open our book on page 121. Now let's talk about a colony. What's a colony? I want you to watch the video first and then we talk about it. Okay. What's a colony? Did you know that for almost 300 years Mexico was a colony? A colony is a group of people from the same territory that established settlements in another territory, or a territory that is governed and dominated by a foreign power. The American colonial period lasted from the 7th century to the 19th century. During this time, the American territories depended politically and economically on European powers such as Spain, Portugal, and the United Kingdom and France. Do you remember that we saw about colonies? This is the continue of that. After the Spanish conquest, Spanish colonies were organized using a government model that was established by the Spain crown. Spain divided the colonies into different administrative regions. These regions were managed by institutions located in both America and Spain. Each region was governed by a viceroy. This authority was a direct representative of the king. He had exclusive military and economic powers. Let's see the keywords: colony, conquest, indigenous, monarchy, politically, and viceroy. We know all that meanings. Okay, so you have 10 minutes to answer activity 1. Answer the following questions. And then you go to page 122 and answer activity 2 and 3. Okay guys, let's check. Activity 1. Answer the following question. What's a colony? It's a group of people from the same territory. And 2. How did Spain divide their colonies in America? Remember that we're divided in 2. Administrative into administrative Okay, let's go to activity. Answer the questions. Activity 2, number 1. What were the names of the institutions located in Spain? I'm going to put it in another color so you can distinguish between. Number 2, what were the names of the institutions in America? Royal Audiencia, Viceroy, and Governor. is a mestizo? Were mestizos allowed to participate in town councils? Mestizo person of mixed ancestry. I know you know the answer in Spanish because you already saw this. Okay, then we go to activity 3. Sorry, we have until number 4. What were the two types of institutions that represented the monarchy in the colony? Remember that the first one was located in Spain. And the second one in America. Now let's go to activity 3. Read the text and follow the instructions. Circle the topic or topics found in the letter. So you have to circle the relationship between the Spanish and the indigenous people this one you have to circle it on activity 3. Let's go to page 123. Match the institution or authority with the correct description. Okay, so let's do it together. Match the institution or authority with the correct description. We have A, B, C, and D. Council of Indies, Viceroy, the House of Trade, and the Royal Audiencia. In the other side, we have institution that controlled voyage between Spain and America, institution in Spain that had legislative, judicial, and executive powers in America, judicial advisory institution in America, and the last one, the authority in America, who was a direct representative of the king with executive, military, and economic powers. So, we have that activity 4 lines. Which letters would be? Number 1, letter C. Number 2, A. D and B. Number 5, circle the correct or incorrect for each sentence. Then explain the answers. Pay attention. The system of government in Spain gave the king absolutely power. What is that? That is correct. So we circle correct. And then we write Spain have absolutely monarchy. That's number 1. Then we have number 2. Cabildos were institutions located in Spain and were in charge of administering justice. Incorrect. Cabildos were town councils. Number 3. Mexico, as a part of the Spanish colonies, were a viceroy who represented the king. That's correct. And then every colony had its own viceroy. Okay, guys. Then we have our key. Do you know how many different colonies there were in America? That key I put it you as a video. Okay, that was the first video we saw. That's why we can answer the following questions because we already saw about the colonies. So please make a short or a brief summary of the colonies. I want you to write me about the colonies. 10 lines, and I want you to use past continuous. Remember last week we saw past continuous and simple past. You can combine that tenses, but I want you to make 10 lines about the Mexican colonies. Well, the Spain colonies in Mexico. Okay, guys, today is our last video. We conclude this scholar year. I want you to know that I enjoyed a lot to being your teacher. I miss you a lot because I like to go to school, to Macarenco, and give you classes because you are awesome kids. I enjoy a lot our conversations and sharing time with you. So I will miss you a lot. I hope I can see you next year there in Macarenco. You are going to have a great life because you are great kids. Tomorrow we are going to have a Zoom. This Zoom will be very interesting because we are going to finish the last lesson, and we are going to have some games using the things we already learned during this school year. So see you tomorrow, guys. Bye bye.